back to you. Why are people always messing with me?
At least it wasn't Larry Fitzgerald with the smelling salts this time. At the hands of the Dallas Cowboys. Last Sunday, 2 tight ends set on first down. It's Hyde. And he fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. Jordan Hicks. A look at the Philadelphia secondary on second down. Beathard to a wide open Garrett Selleck, the brother of the Eagles veteran tight end Brent Selleck. Here today, the Sellecks playing against each other for the first time. Beathard on first down under pressure. He throws it away. 2 games this season by 3 points or less. On second down, the pitch to Matt Breida spins away from Michael Kendricks, and then he's finished off by Jalen Mills. Beathard swings it out. It's gathered in by Hyde. There is a flag. Jalen Mills.
Offside. Defense, number 96, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Replay third down.
Third down and 6. Following the penalty, 49ers must get to the 41-yard line for a first down. And they will not, as Hyde at his 40. Opinion of the Niners have been terrific as far as punt coverage is concerned this season. Looked like that bounced into the end zone.
Instead, they get it out to 20 and have some breathing room.
Carson Wentz handing off to LeGarrette Blount. Gains a couple on first down for the Eagles. Second down and 8. It's Blount again. Gain of 7. Out to the 29-1. 3 wide receivers set. They keep it on the ground with Blount. And he picks up an Eagles first down. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. Wentz looking to throw for the first time. He fires and it's complete. Out in midfield, Nelson Agholor.
Ford could spill it.
Draws once again. Eagles quickly back up to the line off the fake to Blount. Catch is made at the 46-yard line.
Regroup.
Eagles have gone 34 yards over their first 5 plays. Wentz with time, fires to the outside.
As Halapoulivaati Vaitai at left tackle, and DeForest Buckner's moved over into his area. Take a look to the right side of the screen.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
The top. Let's see if they come back in that direction.
Eagles must get to the 40. Wentz in trouble. Stays on his feet. And now he's taken down.
All the credit for collapsing the pocket.
Watson, Dumervil, Thomas combined to make the play on third down. This punt bounces into the end zone. Jason Peters was this past week. Nowhere to go thanks to Vinny Curry. Second down at 11. Beathard from the shotgun. They just get the snap away. Pass is caught, but not enough. Pinion punting for the second time. Bonner calls for the fair catch at the 27-yard line.
As Doug Peterson has decided to run the ball more.
Wentz throws on first down, and that's kept away from Alshon Jeffrey. Second down at 10. It's Wentz after the fake to Blount. Third down and 4. Wentz stands in the pocket, throws. There he is, Zach Ertz, Charles. You were just talking about him. Ertz picks up a Philadelphia first down. 44-yard line. Wentz to Barner. Kenyon Barner across midfield into San Francisco territory. The empty backfield. Bonner, bottom of your screen. Wentz wasn't ready for the snap. There's a penalty marker. And Wentz goes down back at the 47.
He sees it and snaps the ball.
Defense, 94. 5-yard penalty is enough for a first down.
From the 44-yard line, it's Blount. LeGarrette Blount. Blount in the backfield. It's Blount. Lee J. Duzable makes the tackle.
Down 3 and come out of it with 7.
That works. 3rd down and 5 for the Eagles. Wentz again stands in the pocket, throws, and it's a first down. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Made the play for a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 off the fake to Blunt. Aguilar wrestled out of bounds. They're down and 8. Wentz fires, end zone, just out of the reach of Alshon Jeffrey. Yarder to beat the Giants. Elliott from 40 yards out. It is good, just inside the right upright. The only other team that can say that, the Seattle Seahawks.
And both of them being led by defenses right now who are posting nice numbers in the league. Dealing for the Dodgers until George Springer turned one around on him.
No hits through 5. As that pass sails away from Marquise Goodwin. Vio on 2nd down, finding a hole is Carlos Hyde. Beathard just 2 of 6 so far today. Make it 2 of 7.
But twice now they've had to punt on 3rd down with opportunities to pick them up.
Corey Clement back deep for the Eagles. He'll let it bounce. Takes a 49ers roll inside the 10-yard line.
Those numbers they're posting right now.
Eagles start from the 10. It's Blunt. And LeGarrette Blunt gains 7 yards. Final minute, 1st quarter. Off the fake to Blunt. Wentz spins away, and then he's taken down. Time winding down in this 1st quarter. Play clock at 1. 3rd down and 9. Wentz hit as he throws, and that affected the pass. So the Eagles will be forced to punt it away.
To make big decisions faster, and so far he hasn't been able to make them pay downfield.
Taken at the 49-yard line into Eagles territory, Trent Taylor.
Jimmy Johnson.
Yes, along with Tom Landry and Bill Walsh. Niners start from the Eagles 44.
By doing it through the draft and key free agent acquisitions.
2nd down and 12. Pass is caught by Hyde. And Carlos Hyde is down to the 38-yard line. Play clock at 2. Beathard on the toss. This is Hyde. And Hyde will not get there. Tackled at the 37-yard line. It's Robinson again. This would have been a 54-yard field goal attempt. They elect to punt. Not go forward on 4th down. It's a game of field position. And the Niners Eagles start from the 2-yard line. Coming out of his own end zone is Blunt. Shotgun from his end zone on 2nd down and 10. Rolling right, he throws. It's Jeffrey. Tight ends plus Sayamalo. 3rd down and 1. They keep it on the ground. 49ers know the tendency, but there is a flag.
Illegal formation, offense. Number 17 was covering the inside receiver. That penalty's declined. Brings up 4th down.
Later on, this is an opportunity for San Francisco to get, again, good field position. They've got to capitalize, put points on the board.
End over end kick. Taylor lets it bounce. There is a flag.
During the kick, illegal block in the back. Return team number 33. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. 1st down, San Francisco.
So position once again for C.J. Beathard and the Niners. From the 38-yard line, this is the fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And the former Raven is across midfield. He picks up only the 2nd first down of the game for San Francisco. Missed the last 2 games with a back injury. Play action on 1st down. Pass is caught by Pierre Garçon. On 2nd and 6. Pass deflected and then picked off. Intercepted by Rodney McLeod. Ertz shifts to the left slot. Wentz in trouble on 1st down. And he is sacked for the 2nd time. 2nd down and 16 following the sack. As Blunt Right, 265 yards on the ground to be precise. Eagles set up the screen and brought down at the 44-yard line. They stopped the Eagles the last 4 times on 3rd down. Jones punting from his 35. Fair catch is called for by Taylor. 3-point game midway through the 2nd quarter as Beathard hands it off and out across the 25 for a 1st down. From the 25 on 1st down, it's Hyde, but this time he is met immediately by Derek Barnett. 2nd down and 11. Beathard pulls it in, and he will be marked down at the 29-yard line. That's okay. His favorite players growing up were all on the defensive side. Down goes Beathard on the sack by Fletcher Cox.
We're back.
So Pinion will punt it away yet again. And it will settle down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards today. Start from the 44 on 1st down. Wentz over the middle, out to midfield. 2nd down and 4. Wentz complete for a 1st down to the 44-yard line to his tight end.
Run.
From the 44 on 1st down. Wentz throws, it's caught. It's Hollins again, the Eagles. From the 20, Wentz wrapped up, down he goes. Niners here in the 1st half. 2nd down at 17. The inside handoff to LeGarrette Blount. You mentioned Vaitai, they refer to him as Big V.
In this game. Look, I'm defending the 1st down line on defense.
They must get to the 10 for a 1st down. To the end zone, broken up, there is a flag.
Barry Smith.
Defense, number 36. Ball replaced at the 1-yard line. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and goal from the 1. Wentz to the end zone, touchdown. Wide open, Zach Ertz. Elliott's extra point is no good. Wide to the left. 9-0 Philadelphia. Niners will start from their 25. Under 2 minutes to play in the half. Well, C.J. Beathard and the Niners go back to work, and Beathard is sacked back at the 19-yard line by Brandon Graham. Beathard steps up and takes off. Sees Brown in front of him, and he's tackled by Graham. Get the ball first following halftime. 49ers facing a 3rd down and 7. Picked off by Jalen Mills. Mills stays in bounds. He's inside the 10. To the end zone. Touchdown. Eagles 2 for 2 this season. When going for 2, make it 3 for 3. Alshon Jeffrey.
Interception. 31 to the left of your screen is Jalen Mills, and he's reading that route the whole way. That's what you call as a defensive back cluing, meaning you see the receiver with one eye, the quarterback with the other eye, and you've got everything in focus. So when he saw the break and the football, he was making the cut before the receiver could get his eyes back to the ball.
They will get the ball to start the 2nd half.
So that 2 for 1 that they were trying to get done with the timeouts actually occurred. They're greedy enough to hope to get 3 for 1, but a lot of it depends on what San Francisco decides to do offensively here.
And Magnuson in for Staley. Pierre Garçon picks up a 1st down.
Easily, I thought a flag could have been thrown.
Beathard hands it off following the fake. Arthankarissa, this is Breida out of the backfield. Malcolm Jenkins touchdown. And then Jalen Mills returned the pick 37 yards. This is Hyde He wasn't touched, so he's able to get back up.
The open field.
49ers have one timeout. Beathard steps up, and he will be tackled at the 49-yard line by Kendricks. The game on Monday night. On 2nd and 10, Beathard spins away. Heading for the sidelines with 3 seconds remaining. Final play of the half bar, a defensive penalty. As Beathard heaves one towards the end zone, and it's broken up. Eagles will get the ball first here in the second half with a 17-point lead. Start from the 25 as we begin the third quarter. Play action on first down. Wentz complete to Blunt out of the backfield for a short gain, 4 yards for LeGarrette Blunt. 3 and out, 3 straight possessions. But then they were able to score the 2 late touchdowns, one from their defense, as Blunt gets tripped up and a late flag.
Holding. Offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
That's on the left tackle, Vaitai.
And B.J. Douzable.
Jones, a former first-round pick by the Packers, must get to the 35-yard line. Wentz was hit as he got rid of the football. Now the Eagles will punt it away. Donnie Jones punting from his 18-yard line. Taylor from the 23 looks to spin away. There is a flag.
That's where he made
During
his
the
bones.
return, holding. Return team number 33. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, San Francisco.
On defense when Steve Spagnuolo was the head coach.
Beathard under pressure, gets rid of it. Hyde unable to make the catch. Remember, the 49ers have lost 2 offensive linemen today, already without Trent Brown. Out in 13 for the Niners. Beathard complete, it's Hyde. Tackled at the 18-yard line, so the Niners will punt it away.
Edwards can play coverage. You may make the catch, but he really relies on those guys putting people down and not giving up the yards after the catch.
From the 31, it's Barner. Carson Wentz today, 14 of 19. Blunt up the middle out to the 43. Brock Coyle, third will turn 24 in mid-November. Wentz off his back foot, has it batted down. 49ers 49-yard line. And the Eagles keep it on the ground. Stop 2 yards shy. Rookie out of Louisiana Tech. Taylor will let it bounce. Eagles will keep it out of the end zone. Dexter McDougal. What a come-from-behind victory by the Buckeyes yesterday. This is the former Ohio State Buckeye. Talk about a segue, Charles. Carlos Hyde coming out of the end zone.
That's well done.
Beathard's pass is short. 3rd down and 10. Beathard from the end zone. Incomplete, intended for Garcon.
And Chris Long is all about being positive.
Pinion from his end zone. Barner will let it bounce. Across midfield. All right, Eagles start from the 49-yard line, leading by 17. Play action. Wentz fires downfield. Ertz is out of bounds. Eagles off to a 6-1 start. Wentz leading the league in touchdown passes. He throws, and this one is complete for a first down to Ertz.
Finally finds Zach Ertz.
From the 37 on first down, it's Clement. He was still looking forward to that nap. 2nd and 6. And that pass is incomplete. 6. Eagles 0 for their last 6 on 3rd down. Wentz rolling right under pressure. And then he throws it out of bounds. One season. This is a 51-yard attempt. From the right hash, Elliott from 51. The kick is good. He's only played 7 games for the Eagles. He sets a new franchise record.
Think people like Carson Wentz in this city?
He could win the election.
Saw that in our pregame show, didn't we?
Drafted out of Michigan. 1st and 10 from the 20. Play action. Pass is caught by the rookie tight end, George Kittle. Past the midway point of the 3rd quarter. Low snap, empty backfield. Beathard sets, and now he takes off. And Beathard will slide. Niners empty the backfield once again. Beathard will not get there.
Here and really submarine that play and torpedoed it.
Bonner on the run. And he's tackled at the 25-yard line.
No.
From the 26, Eagles go back to work, leading by 20. Blunt looks to cut it back the other way. And he'll be tackled back at the 22-yard line by Brock Coyle, a loss of 3. 3 sacks. They've done a terrific job on 3rd down. You saw the coordinator, Robert Saleh, as that pass was batted by Earl Mitchell. That's 1 for his last 7. Wentz with loads of time. He throws. It's picked off. Intercepted by Witherspoon. You talked about him earlier, Charles. The coaches very impressed with Ahkello Witherspoon, the rookie out of Colorado. Eagles 21. Off the fake to Hyde. Beathard rolling right. And then he throws back the other way. Off the fake. Shovel pass. This is Breida. And he is into the end zone for his first NFL touchdown. 21 yards for the 49ers score.
So watch Breida's action here. Fake it, okay? And then he's going to turn around and present himself, because what they're doing on the fake is letting the pass rush bypass it. It's a form of a screen pass. Rush bypass, and Breida beat him to the end zone.
Robbie Gould, the extra point.
Rookies playing because of injuries and other things. So you can tell why they're struggling this season.
It does.
He had t-shirts at one point, that I know.
That pass hits the ground, which is fortunate here in the 3rd quarter. Big hole on a 1st down and more. Clement all the way out.
Survived and kept the number and made the team as an undrafted free agent.
Out of Wisconsin. And now Wentz going deep. What a catch by Alshon Jeffrey. He's in. Touchdown.
.50-50 balls. I've heard some Eagle fans grumble and say he doesn't go up and get it like we thought he would, but he did on that play. He saw it the whole way. Witherspoon, number 23, did not. He was able to come back, make a play on the ball, and then as a big body receiver, 6'3", nearly 220 pounds, fights his way through the attempted tackle of Brock Coyle into the end zone.
Elliott with the extra point. So the Eagles come.
Oliver from Houston representing those Astros.
And then the series will shift back to Los Angeles for Game 6 and a Game 7 if necessary.
Joe, for a second in an 0-7 season that it doesn't hurt. But these guys don't have pride because you see it on their faces.
Beathard diving ahead out to the 33. 0-7 or worse, has beaten an opponent with 0 or 1 losses. Well, he was a part of the win earlier this season.
The ground up. It'll be fun to watch the process take shape.
2nd down and 11. Beathard over the middle for a 1st down into Eagles territory. It is Trent Taylor. Last week, against the Dallas Cowboys. His grandfather Bobby, longtime executive and a Hall of Fame candidate this year.
Carry that over in the quarterback position, albeit in probably a little bit quieter fashion.
He said, I wanted to be just like them. 2nd and 5. What a catch by Kittle.
Done by George Kittle.
His second catch today. Another one of those 49ers rookies that have seen a lot of playing time this season. Beathard throws this one away with 14 seconds remaining in the third. This is Breida, who has the 49ers touchdown. They've gone at it through the years. 3rd down and 9. Beathard throws, and the catch is made for a first down. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And that pass is nearly intercepted by Fletcher Cox. 2nd and goal. Beathard throws, and that's broken up. Terrific play by Kendricks. How many times have we mentioned his name today? 9. Here comes the pressure on Beathard. And his pass sails out of bounds in the vicinity of Kittle from the right hash. Gold's kick is blocked. Eagles block it. Looked like Dexter McDougal got a piece of it.
On a loose ball scramble, and he's the one who recovered it as well.
So Wentz and the Eagles back to work on 1st down. Bears. 2nd down and 3. LeGarrette Blount. But a tough day for the Niners health-wise. They've lost a number of key players. Ertz wide open, could not make the catch. So it will be 2nd and 10.
Hopefully to begin the game. Now he's back to the 1.
2nd and 10. Wentz fires, 1st down. To the 37-yard line, it's Brent Selleck, the 11-year vet. Games in a season. On 1st down, Blount lost the football, then regained.
Put in well.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 57. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st down, Philadelphia.
For the Eagles from the 23-yard line. Off the fake to Blount. Lynch throws, deflects away from Selleck. And then Marcus Johnson had an opportunity in the end zone. It's Blount up the middle, still going. Finally tackled at the 12. He picks up the Philadelphia Eagles 1st down, a gain of 11. Is it 2? Movement prior to the snap as Blount takes it in for an Eagles touchdown. We'll check on the flag.
Offside. Defense. Fouls decline. Goal to play is a touchdown.
Well, the conditions aren't perfect, a little bit wet. But like the great horse Exaggerator, 2016 won Santa Anita, the Preakness and the Haskell, all in a sea of mud.
The extra point is no good.
Second with some errors by San Francisco. Interference call, set the ball to 1. Eagles turned that into a touchdown, a pick 6. And from that point on, it's been hard slowing them down.
Ball lead. Niners start from the 25. This is Breida, who has the 49ers touchdown. Fell touchdown earlier today. 2nd down and 1 on the toss. It's Breida. Breida picks up a 1st down.
I remember that game. Big performance by the Eagles on defense. As you know how explosive Atlanta was.
False start. Offense, 68. 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Zane
tackle. Eric Magnuson, a rookie, undrafted, playing at tackle as well.
Beadle's a former Pro Bowler as a member of the Broncos. This is Hyde.
Hey, Beathard's toughness, that's for sure.
2nd down and 7. It's Hyde. Out to the 42. Jernigan the tackle. 3rd down and 5. San Francisco just 2 for 13 on 3rd down today. Beathard in trouble. Down he goes.
Prior to the snap, San Francisco called its first time out of the half.
So to take the sack off the board.
Look at Chris.
Chris Long doesn't like it. The edge from the left side. Beathard to the far side for a first down. Trent Taylor.
That led to the Cowboys' initial touchdown.
Beathard on first down. Fires downfield. Broke it up. Tremendous play by the third-round pick, rookie out of West Virginia, Rasul Douglas. Beathard sidearm. Taylor. Taylor stumbles.
Before the turf monster tripped up Mr. Taylor.
Beathard in trouble. Face mask. Brandon Graham.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 55. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He didn't get it, but it was so quick it felt like a face mask.
Personal foul. Now Beathard throws. Hyde slipped.
As well.
Second and 10 from the 23-yard line. Down goes Beathard. It's Vinnie Curry. Offensive line missing 3 players. St. Beatles has been Gold's kick from 50 is good.
Great work.
Nick Foles now in at quarterback for the Eagles. Will lead by 23.
Has been swept already by Philadelphia.
Here's Clement once again. Now to the 31 player as well. I'll take him. Third down and 5 on the toss. It's a first down for Clement.
Norm Van Brocklin throwing it to Tommy McDonald, number 25 downfield.
Norm Van Brocklin still holds the NFL record for passing yards in one game.
Fitness progression.
Sean joined the guys earlier today on the kickoff show. It's Clement once again.
Things mentioned Shanahan and crew. We'll see this. We'll see them get better.
Their next 3 games will be at home. They also have
a game to open things up and gave the offense a little bit extra bounce and tempo.
Eagles pick up a first on 4th down. Great job by our entire crew today.
Hard to beat this crew. We're fortunate to be a part of it with these guys. Thanks for hopping in and putting up with me. You keep knocking them dead.
Always fun. Eagles win it 33-10. 7-1. Best record of the National Football League. 49ers drop to 0-8 for the first time in franchise history. Kyle Shanahan still looking for his first win as an NFL head coach. Doug Peterson's Eagles have won 6 in a row. Close game up until the 2-minute warning of the first half, and then the Eagles broke it open. For Charles and Pam, Kenny Albert.